Alright, so we have 1,500 points of Necrons. This is the same list that I ran here recently. So we have 4 units of 10 Necron warriors. One of those units of warriors will be in the Ghost Arc there. Then we have 2 units of 4 destroyers. We have a warlord there with Phase Shifter, the Veil of Darkness, and a Res Orb. And then 2 big bad monoliths. So that's 1,500 points of Necrons.
Okay, so I brought I'm sorry.
Today, Junior.
Alright. I brought a combined arms detachment consisting of 2 Hive Tyrants, Tyrannocyte, 1 Gene Stealer Brood, 1 Mucolid Spore, just to fill out the troops. Oh, 2 Hive Tyrants, a Zone Growth Brood, 2 Mawlocks. An allied formation to get 1 more Hive Tyrant, get another Tyrannocyte, another Gene Stealer Brood, and Spore Cluster.
Right. And that's 1,500 points of Tyranids. Alright, so we got a 1,500 point game against Necrons and Tyranids. We're going to be playing ITC Mission 4, which will be Scouring. So you can see we've already placed objectives. The Necrons will be over here. This is Hammer and Anvil. And then the Tyranids will be over there. The Necrons place objectives 1, 2, and then 3. And then we had Tyranids place objectives 4, 5, and 6. So we're going to go ahead and roll to see who deploys first. Okay, so we've got the board set up here. The Necrons, they set up first, and we've got 3... What's that?
Very aggressively.
They're set up very aggressively. Yes, they are ready to storm the city. It's kind of interesting. I think what we have is a sort of a turf war going on. We've hit Terra. Necrons are trying to enslave the human race, and the Tyranids are there to consume them. So it's a race to the finish line for both of these 2 armies. But anyways, yeah, the Necrons are all set up over here. Everything is on the board. Of course, we do have a unit of 10 Necron warriors in the Ghost Arc back there. And then we have our Tyranids over here. They have just about everything on the board except for the spores that have, I believe, Mawloc in it, and then the Zoanthropes in it. No Mawlocs. They're coming on through Deep Strike. And then 1 unit of Gene Stealers that's in one of the other spores. So we're going to go ahead and roll to see if the Tyranid sees. Alright, so we're making the seize roll to see if Tyranid sees on the Necrons.
Ooh.
It's a 4, they don't. So we just wrapped up turn 1 for the Necrons, and everything essentially just moved up. The Maelstrom that was rolled was to hold objective 2 as well as hold objective 1, and that is currently being done. No shooting happened because the Tyranids are just completely hidden back here behind the buildings and stuff. And it is good to remember that even though you can see wings, technically those are not used for line of sight. You have to be able to draw line of sight to the body or torso, head, all that kind of stuff. And so even though I can see some wings hanging out there, can't take shots at them, so just gonna have to wait. So we're gonna move on to Tyranids turn 1.
First round for the Tyranids here, and I clearly have no idea what I'm doing, but we did get lucky. We cast Catalyst on the Warlord, and he's within 12 inches of the Gene Stealers, so hopefully give them a little bit of survivability with Feel No Pain. Yeah, we'll see. The luck, though, came in with Pinky there, who cast for Warp Blast, and managed to Warp Blast his way through a monolith. Blew it up.
Yeah, 1 shot with a lance.
Killed 1 warrior in the explosion. So that was pretty good. That's about as good as we could have hoped for, considering the 2 objectives we rolled were to destroy an enemy unit and hold objective 1, which we got a Hive Tyrant doing that job right now. So pretty good turn 1 really, even though not a lot happened. What did happen was pretty useful for me.
Alright, turn 2 Necrons. Okay, so we're at the end of turn 2 for the Necrons, and they needed to kill 2 enemy units, and it was a pretty successful turn for them after they took that really hard hit of the 1 shot of the monolith. It was a bit demoralizing, but everything moved up, and we had the unit of Gene Stealers here, this unit of Destroyers, and then the monolith shot its particle whip in at them, and we removed all 7 Gene Stealers, so that was 1 unit. And then there was a Hive Tyrant over here, and everything else took shots into him, and we just did enough wounds to be able to take him down. So both Maelstrom looks like we're going to get for this turn. But yeah, we got some models being removed from the board. So we're going to go ahead and move to Tyranids turn 2.
Tyranids turn 2. Hive Tyrant moved up, took some shots, killed I think one of the destroyers. I guess the story was those Mawlocks. Both Mawlocks hit that squad of guys. They hit the destroyers. They hit the unit of warriors with the warlord. And they killed a few people, but both of them ended up going back into reserves without taking wounds or anything. So the drop pod, not the drop pod, the spore pod, came down with the zone throps, and they took 3 war blasts at the monolith. We're not quite as lucky this time. We did still manage to put 2 hull points on it, so more what you should get. And that's it. I'm probably not playing it right. My objectives were to kill a unit and hold down objective 1. We are still holding objective 1. Kind of wasting a Hive Tyrant to do it though. And then we're just kind of sitting out in the open, waiting for the recoil.
All right, that's right. So we'll go ahead and move on to turn 3 for the Necrons. Okay, end of Necrons turn 3, and this time we had kill an enemy unit as well as hold down objective 3. Currently holding down objective 3 back there, and then as far as trying to kill a unit, everything pretty much dumped shots into this Hive Tyrant here, but he's pretty hard to kill. He has, well, of course we're snap shooting at him because he's flying, and then he's also got Feel No Pain, so it's like a 3-up, 5-up, so hard to get through with all these snapshots. And so we shot everything into him and was able to just put 1 wound on him, and he did pass a grounding check, so no additional wounds there. And there's really nothing else of the Hive or the Tyranids to kill that are on the board right now. So anyways, we are going to go ahead and move to Tyranids turn 3.
It's kind of a crazy matchup. It's a lot of hits and wounds with not a lot of actual taking of the wounds.
Right.
Okay, so Tyranids turn 3, we dropped in, for our objectives, we rolled kill a unit and hold objective number 2. So we dropped the spore pod on objective number 2, which he hit a lucky direct hit, so he's sitting right on it with the Gene Stealers up against him as well. And then both Mawlocks, they didn't do much, they both popped up. I think we killed a warrior with the flesh-colored one.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So they both popped up. They're out there now. My warlord swung across. He kind of went mono and put all his shots on the Necron warlord, who look out sirred and then proceeded to save everything he didn't look out sirred and did no wounds over there. I guess the best thing that happened was the Zoanthropes did manage to glance the monolith to death. So monolith is out, and that's the end of Tyranids turn 3.
All right, Necrons turn 4. All right, turn 4 for the Necrons, and it's a pretty close game, but my Maelstrom rolling has not been super hot. I actually rolled to kill 2 enemy units, and it's pretty tough to do when the only Tyranids really on the board are 6 wound and like 3-up armor save monstrous creatures, and so was able to put 1 wound on the Mawloc back there with just a ton of shooting at him. Nothing happened to with the warlord, and then over here though I did get the warriors to move up and contest that objective 2, and then they shot in at the Gene Stealers and killed all but 1. And then I did use my Veil of Darkness just to pop my warlord out of harm's way and throw him down over there for a turn. So anyways, we're going to move on to Tyranids turn 4.
Turn 4, we're winding down here. The Mawlocks, I don't know why I started there, but they both attempted to charge. The blue Mawloc got into combat, killed 1 warrior because he's got a ton of attacks. So he's stuck in. The other one failed his charge. He's stuck out in the middle. What shot up those warriors? The Zoanthropes. Zoanthropes dropped a bunch of blasts on that squad of warriors that was sitting out in front of the building. They almost wiped him out. There was 1 guy left in the last last G-Stealer charged in, killed him, and then consolidated back. So the objectives for this turn were objective number 1 and objective number 3. So luckily that's a pretty good roll for me because I have that Flyer sitting on 1 and the pod sitting on 3. So didn't do a ton, but all in all, considering how I rolled on the Maelstrom, pretty good turn for the Tyranids.
All right, and Necrons turn 5. Okay, so Necron's turn 5 is now over, and I need to hold objective 1 and hold objective 3. We'll see if those come into play only if we go on past turn 5. It's a real close game where we're at currently. So Necron's moved up. Not a lot happened. I did shoot off the one Gene Stealer back there that was holding down that objective. Put some shots into the Hive Tyrant here, the Warlord, but no wounds went through. Moved the destroyers up, moved that lone destroyer up a little bit. Everybody there shot into that Moloch, and with 30 shots, no wounds. So anyways, we're nearing the end of the game here. We'll see if we go on, but we're going to move to Tyranids turn 5 first.
Turn 5 for the Tyranids. So, let's see, we rolled for objectives 1 and 5, so kill unit, which I'm realizing we did not get kill unit. We're easily holding 1 with that Hive Tyrant still just sitting back there, kicking it. We did drop the other Hive Tyrant down into hover mode, thinking he was going to contest those guys, but he could not get close enough to the objective because they smartly bubble wrapped it. The Zoanthropes moved up. They put all 3 Warp Blasts into that one destroyer, did nothing. The Moloch, he charged that squad of, was there 3 or 4 warriors there?
3, yeah.
Other than that, we just kind of set up and sort of hoping that the game ends here. If it does, we're in a good spot. If it goes on, we'll see.
Yep. Right now, the Tyranids are actually up. I think we're tied on the secondary, but the primary, we were tied all the way up into the last round, and then the Necrons got 0, and the Tyranids got 2, so they were up by 2. So as of right now, it's a real close game. We are going to go ahead and roll to see if it goes on, though. So let's do that. All right, so rolling to see if we go on to turn 6. We need a 3+. Oh, it's a 4. I thought it was going to be a 2. We get to move on. All right, turn 6, Necron. Okay, so that was Necron's turn 6, and not a lot happened. There's not too much on the board. Destroyers shot everything they had into the Warlord there, was able to put 1 more wound on him, but he is still alive and kicking. And over here, this ongoing assault is just 1 warrior per turn, keeps getting killed, and that's about it. Over here, we did put 2 wounds on that Spore. The destroyer ran over here and then put 2 wounds on that little Spore back there. But aside from that, not too much happened. I did score 2 more Maelstrom from last turn, but I am still losing by 1. And I believe the Tyranids are going to be getting some Maelstrom this next turn too. So right now, I mean, it's been a real close game. Feels like the Necrons should be doing more than they are, but it's... yeah, Maelstrom and the secondary, it looks like it's going to maybe go the way of the Tyranids this time around. So anyways, we'll move to turn 6 to the Tyranids, see what happens. Okay, so we're at the end of Tyranids turn 6. What happened?
So turn 6, we killed the 1 destroyer that was sitting on our objective number 2, so we could get ourselves in a position to tie up the objectives. The Moloch charged Ghost Arc, but failed to do anything to it, not that it really mattered. The other Moloch managed to finally kill enough of those warriors to make them break. Unfortunately, was not able to sweep and advance them, so they're still there. I think they're still holding that objective, right?
Yeah, just one of them in, yeah.
Yeah. And then the other Hive Tyrant failed to kill a single destroyer. Oh, and then he forgot to assault anyway.
Oh, gosh.
So, oops. But yeah, we're sitting, I think we'd be tied on primary right now, so we're waiting. So I guess see if it goes on.
And actually, no, we're not tied on primary. We might be tied on secondary, but yeah, no, it's real close. So let's go ahead and see if it goes on. Then if it doesn't, we'll calculate the score. Okay, 4 up. We see if the game goes on to the last turn. It's a 1. The game ends.
There we go.
Necrons needed it to keep going on. So I misspoke actually about the primary just a second ago. So looking at the score right now, we have the primary again is Scouring, and I'm also realizing you killed a fast attack unit, didn't you?
Oh.
So you got bonus for that, so you definitely got it. But it was close. I would still be holding objective 1 with objective secure there. So just looking at the points, I'd have 1, that's 3, so that's 4 there. And then I'd have this one here, right, too. So that would be 6. And then you would have your 2 over here, and then, yeah, the same. So we would have been tied there, but...
Except the fast attack.
Except for the fast attack, yeah, which we didn't think about. So yeah, so you would have got me by just 1 point on that. So, so you got me on Scouring. And then the secondary, which was the Maelstrom, was neck and neck the whole game, but it was just one turn the Necrons weren't able to kill a unit because it was just nothing but heavy, big monsters, and we couldn't get through any of their 6 wounds, toughness 6 models. So definitely lost on the secondary there. The tertiary, Tyranids actually took Linebreaker, which I kind of spaced on. I should have been moving a unit down here, so I didn't get that. They got it. No one got
Warlord died.
No Warlord. Yeah.
Big Game Hunter.
Yeah, so I did get Big Game Hunter by killing one of the Fly Rants. It was close on the Warlord. That one was down to 3. My Warlord was running. He was way back here hiding from everybody. But yeah, it ended up being a real close game. Man, the Tyranids, all that psychic rolling, and he only perils twice. He did roll a 1 for the zone throws, but their leadership is 10, and so he only ended up taking a wound from that.
It's a little bit of a frustrating game. Not that I was frustrated, but just that like it seemed like you couldn't kill anything. It felt like I couldn't kill anything. It was just a game of positioning.
Yeah, definitely, and the Fly Rants are definitely kind of can win in that game by getting across the board real quick, and having the Molochs too that can just sort of jump and deep strike. The Molochs, I mean, so they're a fun model because they pop up and they do a heavy blast, twice on a unit wherever they pop up, if they pop up there, right? Because you're rolling scatter. But then it's so funny to me that you have this huge 6 wound model. Quite a few points, and it only does 3 attacks, and it has a weapon skill of 4. And so, I mean, literally, we had a unit of just 10 little meek Necron warriors here. Weapon skill 3. And so, yeah, it's just funny to me to think that, like, can't even kill a unit of Necron warriors. It's just sitting there, like, whittling away at them. Yeah, so that was a good game, man. It was real close. Looking forward to playing some other Necron lists and stuff. Got my 7 flyers ready for you, so.
Right.
But no, that was fun, man. Good game.
Yeah, good game.
All right. Well, that was
monoliths, right?
Yeah, right? I got 4 monoliths, maybe 2 more next time. Although, man, I still can't believe the zone throws. Like, that first turn, they just one-shot it with a lance. That was
pretty... a Hive Tyrant.
Oh, it was a Hive Tyrant that lanced it. Yeah, that was 1 shot, 1 kill. And yet that, like, Lone Destroyer over here took 3 lance shots from the zone throws and saved all of them. So, yes. But that's the way 40K plays. So, anyways, thanks for watching.